Welcome to the OC, the show where stars Mischa Barton, Ben McKenzie, Rachel Bilson, and Adam Brody first launched to fame as the main additions of their hit teen drama show. I'm your host Michaela, let's jump right in. Taking our 10th spot is Chris Pratt, who portrayed the character Shay Cook during his time on the show. His post-Atwood but pre-Parks and Recreations and Guardian of the Galaxy eras saw Chris sharpening his comedic chops to star as the messy-haired Brown University student Shay, who doubled as an activist. Shay made a total of 9 episode appearances, all in the show's 4th season, and in it he manages to get Summer, played by Rachel, suspended from school while later believing that Adam's character Seth was his soulmate. Since his time on the show, Chris worked extra hard in Hollywood to receive his most outstanding achievement in 2014. For it, he doubled from his back-to-back super roles in both critically acclaimed hit films, Guardians of the Galaxy and the Lego Movie. Chris also previously received attention due to his former portrayals in supporting roles, transitioning into leading hero characters for his revamped good guy image through Marvel and Warner Bros. Specifically. His rise to prominence first started with Parks and Recreations, however, where he was hired to play Andy Dwyer in the NBC sitcom. Chris has popped up in several other on-screen works as well, like his addition to Warner Bros.' Everwood series and taking on supporting roles in films not limited to Jennifer's Body, Wanted, Zero Dark 30, Her, and Moneyball. If you haven't already engaged with today's WATN, comment below your favorite OC character. Taking our 9th spot is Olivia Wilde. It may be shocking to know that Olivia was once an unknown face in Hollywood, in which during this time she portrayed the show's character Alex Kelly. Olivia was featured in 13 episodes during the series' 2004 to 2005 season. Alex was a music venue owner of the Bait Shop, and she momentarily dated Seth before she found a more personally fitting venture with Marissa. Their characters' gratifying same-sex relations only lasted for a few episodes before they fizzled out, but the showrunner Josh Schwartz clarified in a 2011 Out.com interview that the storyline of their lesbian affair was not meant to bring in ratings. Quote, "We cooked it up well before the show ever premiered this year. Outside of acting, Olivia is a filmmaker, but the OC is far from her only TV role. She's obtained a part in the medical drama TV show House as Remy 13 Hadley, and has made other appearances in films like Tron Legacy Cowboys and Aliens, The Lazarus Effect, and Incredible Burt Wonderstone, to name a few." Olivia's Broadway debut arrived in 2017 when she played in 1984 as Julia. Her first film was directed in 2019 and was a teen comedy called Booksmart, that she later won an Independent Spirit Award for their Best First Feature category. Olivia's second and most recent feature is her Don't Worry Darling film, which was released earlier this year in September. Taking our 8th spot is Amber Heard. Around the time that the former Mrs. Depp was in her star-studded but evidently rocky relationship, she also had a guest part in the OC. She wasn't given an official name in her episodes, solely being referred to as Sales Girl. However, she did get the opportunity to interact on screen with Marissa and the gang. The episode revolves around the storyline that their crew are hanging out at the mall, but eventually get locked in after the establishment closes. The actress's first leading role was her audition in the 2006 horror film All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. After this, Amber was featured in a handful of films like The Word in 2010, Drive Angry in 2011, and Aquaman in 2018. She's found her most recent fame from the attraction of her virally memed defamation lawsuit against her ex-husband Johnny Depp. Taking our 7th spot is Marissa Cooper's Mischa Barton. Outside of her OC life, Mischa kept herself quite busy as an actress. She's made appearances on Spree, Law & Order Special Victims Unit, Star-Crossed, The Beautiful Life, Ouija House, and Recovery Road, to name a few. She also starred on a season of Dancing with the Stars and was a part of the reality television show The Hills' New Beginning. The British American has taken her turn on stages, films, and television collectively. Her career actually began on a stage when she became an addition to Tony Kushner's Slavs. Mischa also bagged the lead in 12 Dreams by James Lapine, produced at the Lincoln Center in New York City. Mischa's on-screen debut was as a guest star in the American soap opera All My Children. She moved on to voice acting for Nickelodeon's cartoon series Kablam. However, Mischa didn't obtain a major role until she starred as the protagonist of the drama Lawn Dawn as Sam Rockwell's co-star. Mischa has been included in other major motion pictures like M. Night Shyamalan's psychological thriller The Sixth Sense and the rom-com Notting Hill. Mischa additionally starred in the indie crime drama Pups. Taking our 6th spot is Ben McKenzie. Ben played Ryan Atwood in the OC before he moved on to be the star of other TV dramas like his part as Ben Sherman and James Gordon in Southland and Gotham, in which he also wrote episodes for and directed the latter. You can catch Ben in other big screen works like Decoding Annie Parker, Line of Duty, and Some Kind of Beautiful. His Broadway debut was through Grand Horizons in 2020. Ben and his former OC guest star and Gotham co-star Marina Baccarin married in June 2017. Their first daughter Frances was welcomed in March 2016, and the couple eventually announced their son's arrival in March 2021. Taking our 5th spot is Seth Cohen's Adam Brody. Following the OC, Adam maintained his pace by picking up jobs in the acting industry. He's been a part of Good Vibes, Single Parents, Parents, The League, House of Lies, New Girl, Curfew, Startup, and Burning Love. The California native has also made appearances in movies such as Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Scream 4, Jennifer's Body, Think Like a Man 2, Shazam, Sleeping with Other People, In the Land of Women, The Oranges, Thank You for Smoking, and Chips. Adam and his OC co-star Rachel were romantically involved during the show's run. However, Adam eventually married Gossip Girl's Leighton Meester in February 2014. They welcomed their daughter Arlo in August 2015, and then again with the confirmation of their son's birth in September 2020. Taking our fourth spot is Rachel Bilson, who portrayed Summer Roberts during her time on the show. Rachel continued to mark her position in TV history with parts in shows like How I Met Your Mother, Heart of Dixie, Take Two, Nashville, and Chuck. She's also debuted in The Last Kiss and shown up in The To-Do List, Waiting for Forever, Life Happens, and Jumper. Rachel also co-hosts the podcast Welcome to the OC alongside her OC co-star Melinda Clark. The actress introduced her daughter Briar to the world in October 2014 alongside her former fiance Hayden. The two separated in 2017 after a decade of time together. Rachel later romantically involved herself with Bill Harder for a little under a year before they split in July 2020. Taking our third spot is Peter Gallagher. Peter acted as Sandy Cohen in the infamous primetime drama series, but this wasn't the actor's only shot at success on screen, as he still remains an integral part of the Hollywood acting scene through his additions to Law & Order Special Victims Unit, After, New Girl, The Good Wife, Covet Affairs, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Grace and Frankie, A Bad Mom's Christmas, The Gifted, Palm Springs, Rescue Me, and Californication. Peter has been married to Paula Hardwood since May 1983, and the two share two children together named James and Catherine. Taking our second spot is Sadie Campbell's Nikki Reed. Even though her role was on the smaller side, she had a 6-episode character arc in which she shared a brief romance with Ryan, which sparked jealousy in Marissa. Sadie was meant to have an eventual rivalry with Marissa, but in the end the attempt is unsuccessful. However, Nikki's start as an established actress and writer came before the OC in 2006, when she was the lead star in the teen film 13. After she completed her Newport guest role, Nikki moved on to embody Rosalie Hale with massive commercial success throughout the entirety of the Twilight franchise films. The Kevin actor of Marissa's killer ex-boyfriend, Cam Gigande, portrayed James in 2 Twilight movies with Nikki. Nikki's performance in 13 landed her an Independent Spirit Award for Best Debut Performance, alongside several additional nominations. She appeared in American Gun and Lords of Dogtown prior to her Twilight role. And taking our first spot is Shailene Woodley. Shailene was another actress with a smaller role on the OC, however, she had a slightly bigger part in the pilot, playing Marissa's sister Caitlin Cooper. In light of the season's wrapping, Caitlin was shipped off to boarding school and wasn't seen again until she resurfaced in the 3rd season. But Shailene had to re-audition for her role at the time, and the casting department made a shocking decision when they settled with Willa Holland for the recast. Willa remained in her then new role until the series came to its final close. Back in 2011, Shailene took some time to reminisce about her junior portrayal with Moviephone, where she explained, "I didn't go through puberty until late, so at 11 I was like a little mouse child. I looked like an 8-year-old. That same year I filmed a movie in which I was playing a 9-year-old. So there was no weirdness when Willa got it because she was so obviously right for the role and I was so obviously not." The actress's first nomination came from her performance in the 2004 TV film A Place Called Home, where she was nominated for a Young Artist Award for Best Leading Young Actress in a TV Movie. She later won a 2013 Special Jury Award for the Sundance Film Festival's acting category due to her portrayal in the coming-of-age film The Spectacular Now. Shailene began modeling when she was 4 and quickly moved into professional acting in minor television parts. Her first buzz in Hollywood picked up traction from her ABC Family drama series The Secret Life of the American Teenager, playing the optimistic and ambitious high school teen Amy Juergens, who eventually became pregnant after entangling with the school's resident bad boy. Shailene has obtained other major roles in films like Fault in Our Stars and Divergent, and made her film debut through The Descendants. For her work in the latter, Shailene was awarded a Canes Trophy Choppered while also receiving nominations for the Golden Globes Award Best Supporting Actress Motion Picture and 3 separate Critics' Choice Movie Awards. That's been today's WATN. Thanks for watching, friends!